Hi everybody, thank you guys for joining me. You guys will notice the black silhouette as we get closer. The rain really makes this thing pop out. That's amazing. You guys can see how it's actually a face that's split in two. We can see a left side silhouette with its eye and nose and mouth, and you could look at the black section or you could look at the interior yellow section. But there's actually another one in the white as well. It's so funny how you can see these and then when you get close to them, they completely disappear. I need to back out again so I could see it. Okay, now I can see it better. Of course, we see how the nose and then the eye right here, that circle, that's kind of, for me, it's looking right at, and this is the split, and this is the other eye. So let's go ahead and go back. Wow, it does get really complicated, but here, we can see the two eyes, right? 1, 2. And then if we look on the left, we can see how there's just the silhouette on the left inside of the yellow. Let me zoom in on that eye so you guys can see how the circle is done for it and how it is just the perfect eye shape you guys can see. Fascinating. I'm gonna get a couple shots of this one. More than likely on the very top, we're gonna have a character as well with a mask on. And I wasn't seeing it at first, but you can see these other eyes. Now that we spotted that one eye, we can see how these other eyes, do you see how the 2, 1, 2 pointing right at us? So now there's like a face looking right at us, like a man in a moon. I hope you guys can see this. His whole round head, his longer nose maybe. Let's turn it over this way so that maybe you can see that proportioned face a little better. You guys see the line for the mouth, right? I hope you can see it. Now, looking at it further, I'd hate to turn you upside down, but there's an upside down head right here. This is the neck of it. I'm gonna turn you guys upside down if it's okay. There are even more on the top section here. Oh, there's a whole statue of a person. So this is his left arm. He's facing this way. This is both of his eyes, his nose, his mouth. He has a big white beard. You can see this hair coming out the top of him. Notice how his head is a little bit long. These are his shoulders. This is his whole body. His legs, his right leg, his left leg. I'm seeing the eye, the nose, and the mouth facing to the left this direction now. Oh my. That is so neat, eh? On the very top as well, we'll see some. To be honest, I have to put my camera a little bit further down so I can see them. The water really helps to see these, and I hope you guys are getting a good look at the characters here that are kind of painted in. It's very faint and light, but just like a cave painting. I'm trying to make out these faces. I see the eyes and the mouths, and then above here I can see how the nose and the eye right here and the mouth of another character facing to the left. Some of them could be upside down. Fascinating. Here we have just a silhouette on the left-hand side. And they liked to show both eyes, it seems. This is a really great one. I wasn't expecting to see all of this. We can see how we have a recessed beak here, so there will be somehow, some way, a bird portrayed, I think, some which way. Wow. And now we've looked at this one before, but when it's dry, you're not able to see all these symbols and lines that are on here. Hopefully you guys are able to see these little, shaped like an E. And then these little swirls and things on here. I'm curious if that stuff's completely invisible or not. Here we have a beautiful little silhouette poked in. You can see how his both eyes, his nose and his mouth, just right here in this section. He's got some kind of really tall hat on. And I'll take the picture away a little bit so that you guys can see that little face. That's his nose, his mouth, and his two eyes. You guys see him? There's so much more on here, but it's hard to make out. You guys let me know in the comments what you might see. So we see the darker image. Let's look at her hat a little bit more. She's got like a fur hat on. Of course, the eye is painted in black, the nose, and then the mouth, kind of pointing this direction, you know, those are the shoulders, right? We can see this stuff here. It looks like feathers or some part of the headdress there. But it almost looks like she has a zebra hat on. Some type of white and black animal. But then when we go to this yellow section here, we should be able to see as well some more silhouettes, it looks like. Not sure the size of these. Looks like they're pretty small. So we have the eye carving, the nose, the open mouth here. You guys can see the eye carving very well. And then there's another eye carving here with the diamond in it. You can see how the diamond. And then as we look, you know, really close at it, you can see how the nose is carved out, coming down to where the mouth would be. The mouth can probably be interpreted in a few different places. Awesome. Well, geez, guys, thanks for watching with me. Really do appreciate it. I think we found some really great ones in this one. And there's quite a few more boulders here. We can just briefly scan over and kind of see, since they're all wet, they're much easier to see. You can see the way the water goes in here, and more than likely this water will make up a beak or a tusk or some part. It does, it makes up the tusk of the elephant. So you can see how this very large mammoth with its eye and its painted red hump probably has an X on its hump. The whole trunk is coming down here. You can see the mammoth's eye really well. Beautiful. And then the water separates the trunk from the rest of the body. As you look at it, you can see it is really just a mammoth. It looks like its ears back here. You know, this would be its front leg. Ain't that something, guys? It should be laying down on this side. And then facing this direction, we can see two legs of perhaps another animal, but we definitely see this long-beaked pelican style bird with the color on its head this time. You can see how this red may represent the feathers and the black. So it's just a bird with its head pointing over its body there. I see what look to be like legs, but I'm not sure yet. We see that mammoth eye facing this direction as well, though. All right, let's check out the next one here. Here we can see the obvious, very large face. This is one of the eyes here. This is the other eye here. You can see the nose and then the mouth crack. Let's zoom in on these eyes so that you guys can see them. You can see the way that they're recessed. They probably do have some sand or dirt in them, but you can see this big skull. It's just a big face. Now that's just the main outside image. It's just to kind of let you know that it's here. And then after that, come here, you big cutie. After that, you'll be able to see the rest of it. So it's just to let you know that it's in there. And then from there, it gets very deep. So just on the very edges here, as we turn it, we'll be able to make out more little silhouettes.